All right, ladies, I'm back for day 3 of our Drab to Fab mini series that we have going on. All right, so I wanted to embody what you guys have naturally and just enhance a little bit of what you guys got going on anyway, right? Okay, so check this out. This is nice and soft, simple, really pretty, and just, I promise you, anyone can do it. Here it goes. All right, let's kick it off with primer. So if you are somebody that has bigger pores that you want to hide, if you have more oily skin that your makeup tends to slide off of, this primer is what's going to help with all of that. It helps keep your foundation, your makeup looking fabulous all day long. And I'm specifically using it today because I'm going to apply a powder over top. I'll get to that in a second. So we got to cover up these bags. You guys know me by now that this is my go-to, and I don't go a day without doing it. So you've seen by now I do the triangles, put it on my eyelids, and then blend it with the blending bud. All right, it just takes it, it's just really easy, to be honest. Once you practice it, I promise you there's no right or wrong way to do this because the blending bud just literally takes it away, or if you use a sponge. I just recommend using something other than your finger because it's going to help create a softer look and help you kind of blend it out better instead of getting it stuck in any of those fine lines and wrinkles, right? So another thing that you can do is actually set under your eyes with a powder or even a setting spray, or mix the concealer with your primer so it doesn't settle into those fine lines. Those are some tricks that I have for the concealer from settling. Okay, so I'm going to use the pressed powder, right? You can choose to use the sponge or a brush. Right, the sponge comes with that the compact, and I'm choosing, when I'm home I use a brush. All right, on the go I use my sponge, but at home I use the brush. So I'm doing one side of my face. You guys can literally see the difference of how much coverage the pressed powder actually gives. Like, look at the difference. It's crazy. And by adding the primer underneath, it's going to keep it on all day long as well. So I'm going to just finish the other side off so you guys can kind of see the whole thing of how it just comes together super nicely. It's lightweight, but yet it's considered, when you apply enough of it, as a full coverage foundation, which is pretty sweet. So again, adding my bronzer. This is like kind of my everyday style, right? Is to just give a little bit of pep me on those cheekbones, contour a little bit. I have a rounder face, so this helps break it up a little bit more and gives it a little bit more dimension. Okay, so you could put blush on. I chose not to for today. And I kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of a different way to do your eyebrows because you're going to be seeing me using the liner quite a bit. All right, that is my quick go-to, but some people prefer using a powder, all right? So you can take your liner shader brush or your brow artist brush and fill in your brows with either a dark brown, for me it would be a dark brown eyeshadow. Right now I'm using the brow palette, right? And you're just going to kind of shape your brows the same way you would with the liner, but it's using a powder instead, all right? So there's no right or wrong way to do this. I just wanted to give you guys an alternative that you can see. Honestly, it's whatever you're comfortable with. And like I said before, brows are so subjective that it just honestly is completely your choice in how you do this, all right? But I always go from the bottom, the top, fill in the ends, and then fill in the middle with it. You can take a comb or the spoolie end of the liner brush afterwards and just kind of brush it out a bit. You can also clean it up a bit with the concealer brush to give it a more definition. Again, you can have more of a square end, or the like these ones are a little bit more square than I normally do, just to show you guys the difference, okay? And there's no, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do these. So just keep filling in. You can go back and grab more powder if you need to until you get the desired darkness, shape, and all that you want. I like to take my finger and just kind of clean it up a little bit, smooth those edges in. And like I said, you can take your concealer brush and do the same thing. Completely up to you. So this is the concealer brush. I am literally just using what's on there. I'm not adding any more product for it. So again, it just helps crisp it up. Okay, so onto the eyes. This is one of my favorite everyday go-to eyes that I absolutely love because it's really neutral, but really pretty, and just honestly any eye color, skin tone can do it. So this is the color Victorious, all right? So to look at it, it's gonna be basically a nude eyeshadow that's, it's a cream shadow, so it's really close to what your concealer would look like. But the cool thing is that it acts as like a primer base to put the luminizer on top of. So you guys have seen me and heard me talk about luminizers lots. You're gonna see me over the next couple days do the same thing again. I love this product. I love it for eyeshadow. I love it for highlighting my cheekbones, my brow area. It is amazing. And the cool thing is that it's a slight shimmer, but it's not sparkly. You know what I mean? It just adds an extra, basically it reflects the light. That's its purpose, right? So you wanna put it on the end of your nose, on your Cupid's bow, on the highest part of your cheekbones. And like I said, you can use it for your eyes. It's really, really pretty. And adding that cream shadow underneath makes it more sticky for it to stick to, and it's gonna last all day long. So that matte cream shadow, Victorious, is awesome for a really good base for adding any eyeshadows to it, whether it's powder, a luminizer, or adding different cream shadows there. Okay, brighten up the inner corner of her eye. So this, you can see already how neutral toned it really is. So one thing I like to do when I feel like I want kind of an extra pop of color, but I don't really want eyeshadow, you know, I'm going nude on my lips, that type of a thing, you can add a pop of color with eyeliner. So this one's called Purposeful, and I know some of you have it, and I'm sure, well, I know lots of you love it. So it's a really pretty eggplant purple, and I know some people might be like, oh, I can't wear colored eyeliner. Yes, you can. I promise you. It goes with blue eyes, brown eyes, and any eye color look. So it's actually going to make my eyes look browner by putting this on. So it's kind of neat how it does that. And it literally just glides right on. You can pull the side of your eye if you want to. They say not to do that, so that's not my recommended advice for you, but it does pull it a little bit more taut so you can put it on. Now, lips. All right, so this is the color Plush. This is one of my favorite lip liners. It's so pretty. It's neutral. It's a darker nude, I would say. If you like a lighter nude, then you'd want to go with Prudent or Pouty. But by adding the Well-To-Do lipstick over top, it actually lightens it anyway. And having the liner underneath makes it last longer on your lips because they're smudge proof and waterproof. And then the lipstick on top adds that extra moisture and a little bit of sheen. So onto Epic Mascara, ladies. If you haven't tried this, seriously, your lashes are missing out. It is by far the most amazing mascara I have ever used. And I've tried a lot of them because I'm really picky about it. I actually don't really use the 3D Fiber Lash anymore. This is my everyday go-to. You can build it up as much as you want, or like I'm doing right now is just applying one quick coat to head out the door quickly. Again, it's completely your choice and what you're used to. So there's the final look, ladies. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a few things. And again,